been a complete recruiting festival in Baton Rouge lately. Every weekend, just recruits, players coming out of the woodwork everywhere, out of the cupboards. New names being dropped left and right for 2023 and 2024. Mark, it's been very interesting trying to keep up with it all.
So for the weekend that just concluded, what stands out to you?
Well, I mean, this was all about Jamar Cain instituting some real, actually, I would say continuing to bring top prospects, D line prospects to LSU. Um, who knows how many commitments he'll get from the top guys, but Mark, the fact that he's capable of bringing almost anybody it feels on campus, pretty much anybody he's gone after, pursued, has definitely come down there for a visit. And the stars were out. 5-star, only played a year so far. He's coming from Ghana, coming to you know 6'8" 232 pounds. Collins Acheampong. Remember the name, Mark. Collins Acheampong. Many will scoff at, he has a very little playing time of actual football reps for Collins Acheampong. He didn't even know what a football was until about a year ago, according to his own statements. Maybe his scouting report is completely reliant on that athletic potential. 6'8", 232. You're looking at someone like Ali Gay with that type of frame, that type of length, destroyer off the edge. But many are wondering whether he'll be a tight end or a defensive end. But I think he'll obviously, end up being that edge rusher. And LSU are in the hunt. Collins Acheampong came up for a visit, had a pretty good time. It looked like from the photos everything was going well. Not really too much to report as whether a decision is imminent, from that type of thing. But he's coming in from that Fairmont Prep Academy powerhouse. He holds the potential to possibly actually play multiple positions at the collegiate level. He's just an athletic freak. Really amazing story. And when he came on to campus, Mark, he was able to be taken under the wing from players who've kind of shared the same unique journey as him. BJ Ojolari, but specifically Ali Gay, who called him his little bro. Also in a tweet, was kind of really a tweet I put out on Collins Acheampong's recruitment. Ali Gay was trying to really stoke the fires there by tagging him in that and trying to get something going there. But he was also a host for Collins on that visit. But Collins Acheampong was, not alone. Jaden Wayne, 5-star, traveled all the way from Tacoma, Washington to Baton Rouge for the second time, I think, in the last 2-3 months. This is a player, Oregon, Alabama, going hard after him. Dan Lanning, Nick Saban, they want this young man. But, they're probably the current leaders right now. But LSU just made a big dent after this weekend. He said LSU checked every box, Mark, and which is exactly what you want to hear. Is that what you're going to hear now from every recruit? No, I think it's a big positive for LSU. But still, at the same time, I'm saying Oregon, Alabama, probably the chief leaders there. Kendrick Gilbert is another defensive lineman, edge, possible 4-star, 5-star, out of Cathedral, Indianapolis, 6'5", 250. Kelly and Cain love the way this young man moves, and he looked to have a lot of fun this past weekend, as like I just said, per usual. But they were all kind of hanging out together, having a good time as D linemen, and there could be something there. Although LSU may have to work really hard until his commitment to find that out. This could be a long push to February even. Joshua Mickens, though, very interesting story here, Mark, out of Lawrence, Lawrence Central there in North Carolina. He has some connections to Louisiana via his mother, but he's been extremely mature in the wake of family tragedy this last winter. Uh, really recruited hard by Kelly and Polian for quite some time since their time at Notre Dame, and now Jamar Cain, who has a past with him as well, comes into the mix. Uh, I really think they made a huge impression on Joshua Mickens and his family this weekend when he came and visited LSU. I really believe that there's strong momentum there, and a commitment from Joshua Mickens would not surprise me at this point either. Edric Hill, another D line prospect, another high 4-star out of Kansas City, coming onto campus, and then Deron Reed out of Carver, Georgia, another basically 4.5, 5-star defensive lineman. So, Mark, you have one, two, three, four, five, six of the top defensive lineman prospects out of the 2023 class, all visiting on the same weekend in Baton Rouge. That's epic. And you know, I would it be crazy for me to say at least two of those young men will probably likely commit to LSU? Do you think that would be a possibility, Mark?
You're
Y-
asking
y-
me?
Yeah, yeah, at least two of those six. Would that be
Two of the
crazy?
six? That's not too much to ask for. I think that's but considering they're all high-end guys that are getting offers from all the big boys, but 2 out of 6 is a good goal.
That's the thing. I feel like Kane has kind of his specific goals within the six, but he's not just limited to the six. He's spreading a wide net, and as you can see with these names, Tacoma, Washington, Indianapolis, Kansas City, North Carolina. It's a very national group, and it's not to rain on Louisiana's parade or the talent out of Louisiana for defensive line. It's really just saying we always LSU likes to recruit the national kids first because they know those visits will always be there for the local kids. They want to get the national kids in and see if connections can be had there.